Welcome back. Just can't stay away from this game. So jumping right back in right on the next day. And let's see, where were we? We were about to attack. Well, we were just pushing forward and we were losing everything down here. Our poor longbowman here is stranded and probably going to die soon. Something or other. They're taking over my elven cities, maybe converting them to be orcs. And we've got these guys coming down to clean this up. Okay. Let's see what happens to the longbowman. We have observer mode. It's on. They decide not to take out my longbowman instantly, which is nice. They could have easily. Looks like they're going to maybe attack those humans. They get the chance. I don't know what these carrion birds are about. There was one over here as well, right? Or maybe it's the same one. I don't know why there's a neutral carrion bird. Here lies Gemmel, son of Caleb. Rip. And it was over here that we had Gemmel was here, right? Wonder what the Gemmel stuff is about. Okay, now we have finally got this ready. So that'll help with our mana problems slightly. Plus 5 mana and plus 5 knowledge. I thought it was plus 10, but I guess that's still a start. Oh, I need gold. Well, that might still happen. There was a bit of a petition back in the day when the game was still getting worked on to change the order so that all the building production and whatnot happened after you've moved all your units. Because you figure out how much treasure you actually have after they've all moved. In the end, it wasn't decided to do it that way around, obviously. What do we got here? We've got... I don't think anything here is very scary. The cavalry are always going to be strong, of course, but still not too worried about them. It's getting flanked would be annoying. Rolls of guard breakers, so they don't really care if they're up against halberds or anything like that. And if I could get these spider babies to level up, that'd be nice. Or to evolve, even. Well, yeah, not evolve yet, but start working on that path. Where are the boars? They're there. Can you safely step back? Not really. So let's just let them come to us. Oh, thanks. Come on around behind and flip them around. Let's do that. Now, boars, do they evolve? I mean, I have a mod that makes them evolve, but I don't know. Yeah, I can turn them into a Erymanthian boar. Okay, so this Erymanthian boars, right? I have played this game for about 1,000 hours, give or take. My time on Steam isn't accurate because I have 3 copies of this game. So it's kind of hard for me to tell how long I've actually played. But I have never seen the Erymanthian boar. Because the only way to get it in the base game is to get the Druid's top unit, which is the most expensive unit in the base game, I think. And as I said before, the strongest. So not only do you have to grab that, you then have to get it to gold level, and then it gains the ability to summon the Erymanthian boars. And if you have a horned god, you've probably already won by that point. So you're not going to be getting it to gold level, and then in combat it has so much it can do. Summoning a boar doesn't really seem like the best thing to be doing with your time. Yeah, maybe I take that. You have forest concealment? You do? I can cross these wetlands to see what we're dealing with. Okay, so that's her. It's not much of an army. Now the problem is, if my assassin can be invisible, so can hers. So there's probably quite a bit more here that I don't see. I would guess 4 more assassins. And so the question is, do I attack or do... No, I don't think I will attack, actually. I don't think I'm going to wander too far, like go down and around and all over the place. But I can start cleaning this place up just so I have a bit of a stronger force to meet her with in the end. can see through walls, apparently. Yeah, we've got some gold over there. It'd be nice to... I think I'll try to charm the big beetle. Like, do one of those, what at all costs get the big beetle on my side, because then I can do some real digging, and that would be amazing. Just look at all the treasure that's underground. Now the question here becomes, do I take the guy with... I think I take him with me. Actually, you're good at running through trees. Why don't you go and get me that gold? Her running out here and just taking it back instantly, which she actually is fast enough to do. If I cancel this, that gives me enough money to build a fortress here. Try to build it a little bit away so I don't restrict the growth of my city. And then that also means I can afford to rush a spearman? No, but I can produce it at least. Something. And yeah, maybe I have to defend the city for the moment. You can come around, actually. That'll, if you live that long, that'll be something to do. Yeah, I guess I'll just get started clearing all this out and grab myself the big beetle if I can. Because they're tier 3 and tier 3s are really good. Ooh, and then I can show off the legendary units mod if I get the big beetle as well. Because racial tier 3s can evolve into legendary units. So you are actually quite a bit better than I had originally thought. But yeah, we are fighting a bunch of untouchables, which, if they don't have mosquito, what are they called, swarm darters with them, they're actually a bit less of a threat. Because the toxic vulnerability isn't too big of a deal. It does mean, though, that my spiders are actually going to be able to take damage. They're not just going to get a free pass and ignoring everything that comes to them. And since I want Sundern to be up on the front line, I'm going to be giving her that. And be moving forward as I can. Still don't really have the mana to be using it willy-nilly. Yeah, and elves are weak to poison as well, which makes her even more at risk. Thankfully, he is in the army of Reskar, and he's making everyone much more resistant to blight. I forgot to give his corset to Broshak. I'll try to remember after this fight. So the Hunter Spider can teleport in. A little on the risky side. I can start. If I put this here, I might lose these hunter spiders, but it'll keep the queen safe, which is the more important thing. And this can come up. These can come up. No more dreams about spiders, so far at least. So it can't be affecting me too badly. Okay. The flanking on these guys is going to be really strong because that's +2 to a whole bunch of damage channels. Okay, son. Okay, so if you come around to kill these, then Sundern will be ready to control you. Okay, you can't reach, which is good. Because the beetles do hit very hard, especially against elves. Yeah. That's what I expected to happen. I just didn't want that to happen to my queens themselves. And I need to web them. Okay, so to do that, the best thing I can do is probably kill these somehow. I guess if I fly up here... Can you just walk through each other? No. You don't have a web. Okay, yes. It's gonna get a little tricky. But it's not impossible. That'll do. And then you can come over here and web the beetles. Okay, that at least slows them down. Enough to move Sundern a little bit closer. Okay. And then those are still a problem. You would actually do good work against the beetles. Yeah, there we go. Got a stun off. And he leveled up, which is what we needed. Get rid of those. I have to get the spiders up the wall. And you guys defend and hope you live, I guess. And I'll just give them something to wail on. Hey. Oh, they're really going for Thunder in there. Alright, so now I need someone else to be on webbing duty. I need someone to clear out all of those. Untouchables. I could send Reskar in to attack them, and he'd do okay. But the big issue I have with that... But one of the big issues anyways is that then the beetles would come around and get him. But also they're stinky, so if he landed near them, he wouldn't actually do nearly as well as it looks like on paper. And then, alternatively, I could land him here and try to freeze the big beetles. That's also slightly risky. I'll let them get a hit off. Alright, okay, they have backstab, that's something to keep in mind as well. Horse Queen here is trapped. And some sort of wall climbing, I think, would be good for Sundern to get. They're just going to be doing that, then I'm going to come around here and break their wall down. And start chipping away at them. The queen can't move. The other queen can't move. They're just really going for that weak spot, I guess. Now, if the beetles are occupied and I'm guaranteed the kill, I'm much more confident in doing that. And Nomlik is a goblin, so he's going to be less vulnerable to their attack in the first place. And Sundern can't quite reach. I think that the heroes eventually get pass wall at like level 10 or something, so maybe I'll do that at some point so that she can do some assassinations. And you guys aren't going to have too much use anymore. Spider babies can pull back for the greater webbing touch to come in when I need it. Yeah, see, that's why the untouchables are annoying to melee attack. They make you very unhappy. Alright, Queen, you got this. What do they get backstab when they get to gold rank, okay? And now we just wait. Not yet. They're kind of an unfortunate spot because I can only do two at once. Turn and grab them. Okay. We're gonna just have to keep playing the risky game. And I need someone to do a little bit of damage. Keep them in line. Two. Three. And re-web them. And re-damage them. And two more. One. Does being in a web lower your resistance by any chance? I don't think so. So they have 11 right now. And they now have 11. Okay. Do I have any sort of castigation ability? Where I can... They're not a magic creature, no. Where I can make them feel bad. No. No. Does not lower... Not... Like, if I had my own stink guys, I could stand them next to the big beetles, and then I'd be able to make them more susceptible to being charmed. I'll take anything at that point if they're standing next to the untouchable. Just making sure my recording's working. And... Okay, do you have... Maybe there's a spell I have? Blind does not lower resistance. Player's Doubt massively lowers morale. Strike. No. None of them do what I'm looking for. Although being stunned might. Okay, okay. Try not to do too much damage here. Okay, being stunned does not lower... Oh, but what's this? Shaken. They've been frightened and have minus 400 happiness, which, yeah, still doesn't work. Okay. One. Two. I think if you have a unit in a web next to... Well, I guess eventually he will die if I get unlucky enough, right? Like, eventually I'll do too much damage. So there is a small chance that this doesn't work still. But... Oh, just give in. It's like some sort of weird torture session. Wrapped up by spiders until you agree to be seduced by the elf. Seems like the obvious answer would be to give... Oh my goodness. Come on, man, it's not worth it. Just look into her pretty... Look at her pretty face. Look at her. She's so much better than these spiders. You're better than these spiders. Come on. Come on, think about it. You've got we'll let you go home. You can see your goblin kids. They're missing you. Come on. La la la. Do just a tad of damage. Oh, that's a bit too much damage. Oh. I think this guy might die before he gives in. Come on. Okay, who is my weakest attacker here? It's probably Reskar if I stand far enough away. And have enough obstacles in my path. And I don't do a flaking attack. Yeah, 1 damage. That's the kind of thing I need. And if I do it now, I won't be flanking him. Which will also... Well, I guess you can't go lower than 1. But if I got a crit, it could help. Okay, so there's a 30 round limit. Good to know. I have never hit that before. And yeah, it ends all your movement to punish you for that. That's good. I think 30 is much better. I thought it was 50. 30 is much better. I'm glad, because it's kind of an issue with game design. I think I talked about it in my game design video on Here's My Magic. But if something is the optimal play, then players will do it. Players will optimize the fun out of the game, right? And now I was having fun there, but there's this risk of the player just obsessively trying to only do what is best on paper, and then they're not having fun anymore. They're just stun locking a Goblin Beetle Rider for the next 3 hours. So yeah, and that also means that, you know, I was worried about healing being too strong, but if healing takes 5 turns to recover and battles only last for 30 turns, you're only using healing like 5 times for combat, because you're not going to use it on the first turn of combat, right? So now 5 times is still quite a bit, but it's not heal your entire army to full health with 1 healer. Okay, they found my assassin. I guess one of them has True Sight. I think Succubi might have True Sight. Where are they at? Yeah, okay, the Succubi saw me. But the Fool has made the mistake of attacking an assassin. Although I think he'll probably get away with it, because unless I can kill like all the crows, I don't see how I'm getting past the crows, basically. I do have pass wall. I think that means I can go through trees. I'm not sure. And I'm quite hurt, so... But if I can get close to Shagna... Throwing curse is annoying. Come on, Shagna, run forward. Come on, you coward. Do it. Do it. I know you want to. Come on. Come on. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem, slightly. That I might... Ooh, bad morale. Okay. The crows are poisonous? Or did I see the message wrong? Well, that's unfortunate. I had high hopes for that assassin. There's another carrion bird. Look at that. What's going on with all these birds? Nice bit of gold for me. And at least Shagna's walking over here instead of, you know, attacking me when I wasted my last turn trying to cheese the game, which is good. You should get punished for that. Not to say, oh, you're a bad person, but so that you don't do it again. And not in like a training way, like, oh, you learned your lesson, you won't do it again, but more in a, if I do this unfun strategy or this strategy that clearly wasn't intended, it doesn't work, and that's a good thing, because then you're playing the game properly, and that's what you want. You want to be doing at all times, right? Yeah. Did I not have more troops in my army? What happened to... I guess I gave them all away. Right, you can move over here to start giving me even more. Grab these and grab these eventually. Water crew. Can you beat an obsidian wyvern? They're kind of strong. 2 black orc riders, also kind of strong. I do have a shaman. So why don't I start here and I work my way down to the... And hopefully not lose my city in the process. Hey, what were we doing in Schmirklum? I think we were building a temple. And now... What do I want from the city? Troops would be nice, actually. Give me a war hall. Then I can start building some butchers, and then I can start building... would you like... I guess I'd rather have you join in the fight. See if I can get some experience for the Shock Serpent. So I can get a full-grown Shock Serpent. I'd be in good hands. I think the Troll can kind of take on this whole army. Now, they do have a weakness to fire, yeah. So there is that to keep in mind. And the area of effect on that is rather large. Okay. Don't know why I put my camera over there. Yeah, just a... There we go. Shocked. Shocked is different from stunned, I guess. They just a bit less movement and they're weaker to the next attack. Okay. Rushers are quite powerful units. So I'll just take them out before they do too much damage. And the boar is injured, but I'll bring it up to finish off something if it needs to. Yeah, they're really going for the trolls, but it's not doing them any good. Look at that. The babies can finish those off. Yeah, nice. And units with regrowth, they get all their health back at the end of the turn, so it doesn't matter how much damage I take. This is actually a fairly large map, eh? There's a bit of a city down there. You probably access it through here. I guess over to... Let's do this one first and then head over, take out the Frost Wyvern. And this place we want to get as big as possible, so I want an observatory and I want stone walls. And it'll be 9 turns before I get the free upgrade for being a bigger city, so that's fine. Yeah, I just need mana. Okay, round 2. This time, we do the same thing, but he has less health, and we keep an eye on the 30-turn limit. Would I rather lose another turn, or let him live if I run out of time? I think I would rather just kill him and not lose the actions of my entire army. Because there is an army about to take the city that's directly above this army right now. Okay. Give you the old buff again. And bring you forward. And we want all the spiders... Yeah. We want all the spiders ready to capture them. Oh, careful. It's one way to avoid getting controlled, I guess. Okay, come on. Okay. Come on. Well, now we know there's a limit, and also I can't hurt him the same way I did before, because he's too hurt. So I'm only going to get like 1 or 2 more shots at this. I will need to stick Resker behind a wall, maybe. Yeah, get 1 damage in. If I do 1 damage at a time, I can actually keep this up for a little while. Move you around to the other side so more spiders can fit in. Web is an amazingly powerful ability. It lets you fight things that are way stronger than you. Makes the Shrine of the Spider Queen one of the better places to visit, in my opinion. Give you a moment. And I need 1 more turn. The old Sedusa. So that was what, like 6 attempts to get a 40% chance to go off? But I have him now. You hang out with your goblin buddy, heal him up. And we will take... I guess I can end my turn with him, but I don't have to go there just yet. Okay, we've got some stuff here that we're going to want to... I was going to send the trolls down to take out this and then come around, wasn't I? That was my plan last time. gonna send them down here instead of wherever this is. But they can do both. They can go here, look at this, and then come back around. And deal with whatever they need to down there. For the moment, though. Take down some of these axe dwarves. You know, for being Resker Scape Shaper, he's not doing much shaping of scapes. Didn't you level up? Or did that go... I thought you had. I guess not. Okay. Maybe the thing you were attacking did? Healer over there. Take care of you. And I'll try to charm him, but I'm not going to go crazy with it because... Nice to have more troops, but I don't need them. I do quite like the Axemen, though. They have maybe my favorite ability in the game, which is Defensive Strike. Which lets them attack while staying defended. And against dwarves, which have special to defending, I believe? Defender. Yeah, so they get 20% extra bonus to defense and resistance when they defend. So they're not only do they not leave defense, but they're quite good at it. Can I grab you? No. Okay. You? No. Bring you in to prevent a flank. And can I just get the crossbows from over here? No. I get anyone? Maybe them. Okay, so that takes them out of the picture. Crossbows are kind of scary. They hit hard. So I will try to spread out the damage where I can. Ooh. See, that's the kind of thing where... Oh, you just lost the game. Gotta be careful with this guy. Oh, that's why I want him to level up and to get the armor that I keep forgetting to give him. Unfortunately, all my healers have already done all their healing. Who would like experience? You. Maybe I just disable them? No. You can take that down. They'll do okay. It's not a great trade. And they're also just so tough. So hard to get rid of. Which is why I'd like having one. Finish you off. And finish you off. They had their chance to join me. Okay, before I forget. Reskar. Drop your clothes on the ground. And come on over here. What? Where'd they go? Oh. Right. It's getting a bit more fiddly than it's worth it. Drop. There we go. Backpack as well. And Groshak. Grab that. And now I need you to stop almost dying on me if you could. Sorcery will become super good soon. I think still enchantment's pretty good. But not just yet because I still don't have the mana to support it. And Stunning Touch will help if he gets into combat. I'm just trying to keep him alive because I don't want to lose everything to him. Okay. With that in mind, I'm going to give him a healer. And then if I could grab the Apprentice again, I'm going to go for it. But the Node Serpent is a little scary. Hang on. Not yet. We can. Node Serpent's scary because it has sprint and it hits hard, so I will have to be cautious there. Spirit of the Land will help me resist the ladies I'm up against. What are they called? The succubi. Pretty sure it will, anyways. Druidic Orda would be amazing against animals, which I'm not fighting too much at the moment. But if I do end up fighting animals, it could be quite good. I think I will take Spirit of the Land, and then Shock Protection, because we're about to fight a bunch of electric types. And yeah. Yeah, the one advantage I have for keeping my hero alive against the Node Serpent is the fact that my sorcerer is resistant already to electricity. Makes him sound like a Pokemon. Okay. And we have a magic dampening field, which is fine. I wasn't planning to cast spells. Biggest concern is getting stunned and then flanked to death. So I have to be careful with my heroes. I might have to sacrifice my raptor if it comes to it. And maybe the dread spider babies. And maybe even the apprentices. These wisps can be tricky. I always seem to lose units to fighting wisps. Which is especially bad when I can't actually lose them. Like when I can't afford to lose them. Or I lose the game. Vampire spider. They're probably going to go for the vampire spider baby because it's weak. But if they do, then Nomlet can kill them because... Oh, no, they're going for him. They're going for the guy that has their weakness. So when can Node Serpents teleport? Maybe always. That is scary. Okay, I would love to take your apprentice. Please. Yes. Okay, here we go. It's all looking up. Okay, bind this Node Serpent. Come on, give me a Node Serpent. Yes. And now, prove your loyalty. Yes. Okay. This is good. It's very good. Groshank can't even hurt these things. But if I do this, he has a chance. Why aren't they... Do they not have a attack of opportunity? Or what's going on over here? I don't know why they're not attacking when I walk away. Maybe they were just facing the other way. Okay, that went really good. And what do we got here? A club that gives a bit of damage. A bunch of mana, which is nice. I think I need the mana enough that I'll take the reward, even though it's not that great. It is better than the sword. And then you can have the sword. Okay, counter poison. Be good. Poison knowledge, pass wall. Okay, do I want pass wall or do I want... Moving target would be quite nice. First strike. I think I want pass wall and first strike if I can. First strike costs 3. Plus fear, break control, armor piercing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the survivability. They still haven't moved on us, which is good for me. Now I can send... Who's holding me back? I think it's Sundrin. I'll go see what's over here. Get a little bit more resources. And what do you guys want? If I take out those, you will give me a knight. That is a good deal. How do I take those out? I need to send my army back up. Okay. Running, get into the woods. They blew up their own watchtower. I'm fine with that, more or less. Yeah, and now I need to get back up so I can start summoning eldritch creatures faster. Okay, we've got a tiny defensive force here. It's not good, but better than nothing. Only just. Feels weird not going to a fight with some heroes to bail me out. The Shaman should be able to handle this whole fight on his own, really. He is a tier 3, technically. He's supposed to be equivalent to a cannon. Although that's more in versatility than straight-up combat. Like martial prowess. Ooh. Can the Penguins win this? Ooh. Close, but they kind of took it. They did good. And I think if I just stand you right there, yeah. Okay, and what that does is it lets my Shaman... let's see. I flip you around. You take a step back. You retreat. My Shaman can heal my hunters. And then... Shock Serpents can put a bit of pressure. But they're gonna go for my Penguins, I think. Oh, my Penguins live. Nice. Okay. That is a very good result. That will kill, so... Just make those Penguins feel powerful. Yeah. I guess I could have stunned with Entangling Touch and then done a bit of healing. Okay, these baby Shock Serpents are almost there. But that fight didn't go great. So I'm gonna have to wait for those Penguins to have their health back. Okay, we've got a Beetle now. Let's see what we're up against here. Ooh. I'm not... Oh, I don't want to fight a giant, but I do want that treasure. But yeah, I am not fighting a giant. No, thank you. Not with my heroes. And no one else is strong enough. Okay, a bunch of carrion birds. So if I bring you... And I don't know why this... what are they called even? Raptor has managed to stay in my army for so long, because he's not on the same level as these other things, by any means. Node Serpent? I guess a Node Serpent wouldn't hurt. I worry if I crack this open, there's some horrible, like, Belrog in here or something. There's not even Belrogs in the game, and Okay, so I do know there's a troll up here. Okay, question. Do Beetle Riders make money when they mine? They do. So I can start mining for a bit of money. I'm going to prepare to summon Eldritch Animals, because I would like to... Well, I want to push in too many directions at once, so if I could at least defend this while I spawn in the underground, you know, that'd be nice. Here we go. Actually, I wonder if the raptor would be better than a spider, because the problem with spiders... Oh, they're all animals, aren't they? Well, okay, there's two animals. The problem with spiders is they do poison damage mostly, and these are horrible poison immune birds and stuff. Okay, and they will come back to life, which is something to keep in mind. Who is the most likely to die? You. So you get yourself a little buff. Well, I might actually be more likely to lose my Vampire Spider Queen, but I don't care about it as much as I care about not losing. How am I going to push this? I think I can use a little bit of spells. I will. Okay, we have Quick Dash. That's huge. Divine Protection's big. The casters are going to be a bit of a problem. I guess Nomlik is the best to deal with the caster as well. I need someone to go for it and just take a hit, and that's probably a Hunter Spider. Any of these things charmable? Do that. Yeah, that's what makes Snow Serpents terrifying. That and the fact that they shock. They're just super versatile. Yeah, the casters with the warg. And maybe deal with them. Okay. So they're out of the picture for a moment. No, I'm like, if I move forward, I do twice as much damage and I lose 50%. So that, yeah, that works out. Okay, and then I want to take out 2 different creatures at once here. Warg's going to be a bit of a problem. But if I stand here, at the very least, can it still flank me? Maybe it can, but it's harder to. And, oh, we still have Reskar. Okay, so we can take out another unit. Or I can go for the Warg. And even if that fails, at least it's not flanking Sundrin. Okay. Okay, that's good. We got a friend. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind the casters wasting their turn. And that's the birds gone. That's the defensive power of the Assassin Strike. And now you can destroy these. Finish them off, more like start attacking them, but same effect. What does it take to level up a Vampire Spider Queen? Wow. Must be getting close. Still a ways to go. I think the Ward can come around and kill them all off before they start resurrecting because of the tomb. Really well. Okay, we've got an Assassin Stiletto, gives +2 damage for... So it gives armor piercing, +1 damage, bleeding wounds. Not actually that great. More mana? I need the mana. Okay. You can have the Stiletto, and you can have the sword. Okay, and now we have a Warg. And I think, like, I could send my army in here, clear out the trolls, capture the troll with Undrin. You know, that's probably worth it, actually. Help me win against opponents in the future. But maybe... I need to keep the heroes together. Okay, Lesser Resurrection. Very good ability. For a number of reasons. You guys are just defensive. Wait behind the beetle. And you can go take out these guys. Okay. Biggest concern here is the... Oh, the Civic Guard don't have throw webs unless you have the human racial governance, so that's fine, actually. Or if they level up? No, it's just the racial governance. Okay, so they're not nearly as much of a threat. Because if they could throw nets, that's the same thing as the spiders, right? And that's a problem. But if they're not, that's fine. Nice. And the long swordsmen are going to be the biggest threat here. So I'll send my biggest threat to deal with them. Just have to wait, I think. Might lose my warg to the civic guard with that choice that I just made there. Or they could do that. That's fine by me. Alright, you. Nice. And you want some experience? You want some experience? Okay. I need a healer in this army. Instead, I guess a gold tier shaman would help. Don't have one, of course. What is this? This is more of the guy? No, this is Beware of Monsters. I'm going to... Ooh, okay, we've got a bunch of spiders there. Man, the amount of time I could spend in the underground. Just wasn't so divided in every direction. Okay, a bit more knowledge. Yeah. Bit of knowledge, bit of gold. You're just waiting to heal up a little bit. Bring this around here. I'm going to wait. Okay, she instantly ended her turn. Guess she's not feeling it. It's going to be another turn of healing. He's back up to full because he's a troll. Okay, we've got a beholder. Bit of mana. The beholder could actually cause me, or the watcher, sorry. I think it's called, they called it a watcher, yeah. They don't want to get sued or yeah. That's a slight problem. See if I can make up for that with a... Nope. Alright. Now, how often can it do that, I West? Every turn. Yeah, this is going to be tricky. Yeah, I think... Oh, they don't even get their turn back. Okay. Oh. As long as it's wasting its shot on something else. Now, they have total awareness, which means I can't actually backstab them. They got eyes everywhere. But, what is blocking your path there? Like a mushroom? Take the long way around. And I don't think charge... Yeah, look how much damage it'll take. It'll be there for the finishing blow, but... Okay, now Dispel will actually be useful here. Just to try to keep them alive. And my trolls are back up to full health. And they do a lot of damage to these watchers. The watchers are also tier 3. Alright, boar. Got this. Good to get rid of that, just to not have it wandering up and taking out my base. And then I also get this, which is nice. And it must have been guarding something, right? Okay. Open up the path to go after the troll. Another troll would be nice. And get that. Ooh, wow, look at all this. There, yeah, there's potentially stuff all the way back there. Not much call for the dungeon, but fair. And what are you doing? You're just standing there. Okay, you can grab that. No, I will not cast this until done all my fights, just in case something goes wrong. Kobolds are danger to Sundrin. They're not much of a danger to my spiders. The trolls are, but I'm gold rank and they aren't. So, yeah, look at that. 68 versus 90 health. And I can probably get a kobold out of this, actually, if I remember how spells in this game work. I might not. Yeah, okay, there's the plan. The vampire spiders can probably take a hit from the trolls, especially if I do that. And then kobolds will be forced to rush forward. And I shank a kobold. Or maybe I mind control the troll. No. Then a little cowardly, I see. Okay. I think this is doable. It's fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Everything is under control. Doesn't give me quite enough. Everything's under control. There's no panicking to be had here. We're not panicking. The troll get to me? No. Okay, the troll's out of movement. And the kobolds just move a little bit closer. These kobolds will backstab me, but I'll deal with that in a moment. Going like this. Okay. And then I think I can do something kind of neat here. Just a moment. Or I can resurrect an enemy kobold. And they join me because I brought them back from the dead. Yes, okay, nice. I don't know if I did that or if that was already in the game. It's neat either way. Get it. Oh yeah, we got ourselves another troll. Okay, that's good stuff. Now, what are we looking at here? Manticore. And monster slayers. Monster hunters. Manticores do the most damage of any creature in the game. And I don't want to fight that. Because they can take out my heroes. In like a single turn. And that would be bad. Moving back. I guess that's this done, unless I want to send a non-hero army to fight the Manticores, but I would probably lose like a tier 3 in the process. Manticores are a tier 4. If it's not already obvious. And yeah, like I would probably win with this army. This is a very strong army. But just a single turn of them like smacking Thundrin or Nomlik and it's over. It's not a risk I want to take. Not if I'm Iron Manning this. Now, if I'm not Iron Manning it, it's a different story. And I haven't 100% decided on that yet. Okay, so the beetles, I guess I want to come back around here. And then I'll grab whatever that is. Beetles will handle the rest there. Okay, we're done with these eldritch animals. I think dealing with those spiders could be nice. I could also use them to clear out this if my troll doesn't return. I don't know how long this journey will take, so... Yeah, okay, what do we get? Got a couple griffins and blight tusk boars. Not the strongest army ever, but probably do something with it. That's going to take 2 turns. I should probably start doing Fertile Domain first. Ah, there was some hidden kobolds. Okay. Which means this city is actually in danger if they ever move. They seem content to stand there for the moment. Yeah, more mana. And research? Mana? Mana. Could be good enough. Leave that fight for last, I think. Because it's the most intimidating one, and I just want to put it off. Okay, you grab the gold. Grab me my beetle, and come through here. Then my big hero army. If I wasn't doing it like an Iron Man type thing, and I still haven't decided if I'm actually going to do that or not. I did lose that one time, which didn't get recorded, funnily enough, but I would attack it, and if I lost, I'd just reload, but then I could just fight until I get a perfect fight, right? So, yeah, I'm not entirely certain how to deal with it. Deal with everything. Yeah, I guess you'd make good defenders. Orc can come with, and just keep my city safe, and same for the raptors. Keep building up the defenses in this city. Now I get to move my fun army. Okay. The army that I'm not as worried about them dying, because the troll isn't going to be killed by anything. Okay. Still don't want to crack this open yet. And take that. And that might be it. Okay, coming on over. Here we go. So, we've got 2 Black Knights and Priest. Everything else, not too much of a threat. So, 3/4 of the force you gotta look out for, but the rest, no problem. I think the thing to do is going to be bait them from range if I can. Maybe from over there. Empower. Yes. Shock Serpents. And do not lose these Shock Serpents. That's big. Better to lose the Hunters than those Shock Serpents, I think. Okay. They do seem to be coming forward. That's good. They're going to take the long way around, which is also fine by me. And move in. Okay. Black Knights. 40%. Can my Shaman win a 2v1 with some Black Knights? Probably not. Especially not if they're backed up by the Orc Priests. This got ugly. If I send my Shaman in, 35% chance twice isn't huge. 40% isn't huge either. Bring the Shock Serpents up. Just start weakening them, I think. And yeah. They get the... You don't evolve immediately. It's after the combat you evolve. So this would get me the kill, but then he's vulnerable to everything. So I think I just defend. Okay. We're in a much better spot now. Alright, the Palers are a little ways away. They didn't use their war cry yet. If I could kill them before they do, that would be great. Just gonna try to get a flank off here. And the Penguins... Too much of a risk, I think. Back up. Get another... And finish them off with the Serpent. Okay, and that did not get me all the experience I need. I can do my part to keep my guys alive. You can't reach me yet. Now the Priest is the only major danger here. Dire Penguins are the only ones in major danger. Okay. The Palers... Orcs are always a danger because of their war cry, so I am just kind of worried about that. But I think I can just finish these off with some Serpents, yeah. Bring you up, and then maybe just, yeah, take you out of the picture if I can. And I will, unfortunately, actually save time. Does this give experience to do the Awakening? 249. Hope it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, good. I think things will go a little bit faster if I do heal the units that need it. I also actually need to just entangle him so that these guys can fight. I'll be able to do 2 fights in a turn if I don't have to sit around. Wait. The Serpents didn't quite get enough experience there. Repair tools aren't bad. That's a way to get access to something I don't otherwise have access to. And I want to like heal a trebuchet or something. That would actually be quite nice. I think I take it in case I do keep items between the campaign missions. And then I send that by courier to Sundred. And the pants can go to Groshek. Okay, and the Reed Serpent's quite hurt for some reason. Yeah, that's a fight I win. I have to be careful not to lose the Reed Serpent. Okay, I think I'll do this fight, and yeah, let's see what happens. I have to be careful of the Reed Serpent. Okay, double gravity stops units from flying, which is more of a problem for them than it is for me. Oh, wait. What's going on here? The Reed Serpents are also silver. That's what's confusing me. The Shock Serpents are fine. Well, that's nice. Be annoying if the boars just wiped out my... I took out the kobolds at least. I was hoping they'd stay back while I healed up, like everyone else has been waiting, but obviously they're moving forward because I need that moment. Boars shouldn't be too much of an issue. And just control them. Theoretically, anyways. Come on, get that level up. Not yet. We're at 4 more. We can do 4 more. Great serpents, what are we looking at here? They're a long ways off. Flank with the birds will heal the birds. And then these reed serpents, take those out of the picture. And oh, there's more kobolds. Okay, I got lucky. Okay, so I will do 7. I will kill if I go for it, but what kind of thing you want to go for? Let's try to get the reed serpents, their experience. Get out of there. And pin those kobolds down if I can. No. These serpents can now come in. Okay, come on, don't attack me. Just sit there, or attack these serpents. Come on, attack the serpents. Okay, good. Okay, I have healing I can do. Penguins. I will take the hit to heal my penguin. And then... Yes! Look at that. We got ourselves a mature shock serpent. Now I just need to get him up to gold, and I can get a king. But these are tier 3 already, so we just went from tier 1 to tier 3. We're doing good. And we've cleaned up a lot of places we haven't fought yet. I don't think they're quite ready for that. I could come all the way back here, but I think that's a long ways. Just being on the defense, probably fine. It's good enough. You're going to come up here. Okay. Looking good. I think I'm going to wrap it up there for the moment. So, yeah. I hope you have a good one, and you honor me by watching. Take care.